Paul Manafort covered his face as he left his home in Virginia this morning.
Mr. Manafort has no comment.
The 68-year-old arrived at the FBI field office in Washington, D.C. to surrender himself to authorities. Manafort and his former business partner, Rick Gates, are facing 12 counts, including conspiracy against the United States, conspiracy to launder money, 7 counts of failure to file reports of foreign bank and financial accounts, being an unregistered agent of a foreign principal, and making false statements. The indictment alleges Manafort and Gates hid their work as agents of the Ukrainian government and its political parties and tried to cover up millions of dollars they made from that work. According to the indictment, this conspiracy began in 2006 and lasted through 2017. Manafort's dealings in Ukraine came under scrutiny because of his ties to Russian oligarchs connected to the Kremlin and Russian President Vladimir Putin.
It adds a substantial layer of complexity. I think just the Ukraine and the Russian connection could add months and months to this investigation.
Special counsel Robert Mueller's office revealed Monday that George Papadopoulos, a foreign policy advisor to President Trump during the campaign, pled guilty to making false statements to the FBI. The Washington Post reported in August that Papadopoulos sent an email to Trump campaign officials in March of 2016 offering to set up a meeting with Russian leadership, including President Putin. The president issued his response to today's revelations on Twitter, tweeting, "Sorry, but this is years ago, before Paul Manafort was part of the Trump campaign. But why aren't crooked Hillary and the Dems the focus? Also, there is no collusion." Sunday on Face the Nation, Senator Susan Collins of Maine said that members of the Clinton campaign and the Democratic National Committee, specifically John Podesta and Debbie Wasserman Schultz, should re-testify before the Senate Intelligence Committee in light of new revelations regarding a dossier alleging President Trump's connections to Russia.
They absolutely need to be recalled. It's difficult to imagine that a campaign chairman, that the head of the DNC would not know of an expenditure of this magnitude and significance, but perhaps there's something more going on here. But certainly it's worth additional questioning of those two witnesses.
Manafort was campaign chairman for President Trump from March of 2016 to August of 2016. But again, these charges go back to 2006, a decade before the campaign.